All right, let's talk about one of the most wild comeback stories in tech I've seen in a long time. And it all revolves around one company, CrowdStrike. And it all starts with this core question. How does a company cause the biggest IT outage in history and somehow get stronger? I mean, think about that. You trigger a global technology meltdown, an event that should absolutely destroy your brand. But you don't just survive. You come out the other side thriving. That's the paradox we're digging into. So, let's set the scene. It's July 19th, 2024. And the cause of all this chaos? It wasn't some sophisticated, crazy cyber attack. Nope. It was something way more, well, mundane. Just a single faulty software update. That was it.
In the result of that one little update, pure chaos. We're talking about 8.5 million computers running Microsoft Windows, just crashing instantly. Airlines, hospitals, banks, you name it. It was like a global blue screen of death. But then you see this number, and it completely flips the script. After all that, once the dust settled, CrowdStrike's customer retention rate was 97%. A staggering 97%. Almost no one left them. I mean, how is that even possible?
Well, the answer is pretty fascinating. You have to look at the outage not just as a failure, but as this defining moment. It was a scar for sure, but one that paradoxically ended up building a ton of trust.
So here's the play-by-play. At 0409 UTC, a tiny little configuration file gets released. Not even a big software update, just a config file. But it had a critical logic error in it, and that's what caused Windows machines to crash on the spot. The impact was immediate, it was massive, and it hit critical infrastructure all over the world. Now, to their credit, CrowdStrike jumped on it. Within about 80 minutes, they'd figured out the problem and rolled back the update. But the damage was done. Millions of computers were bricked and had to be fixed by hand, one by one.
The media, of course, had a field day. It was immediately called the largest IT outage in history. This really should have been an extinction-level event for their reputation, but it wasn't.
Okay, so just as CrowdStrike is getting back on its feet from this, self-inflicted wound, a brand new threat pops up, and from a totally unexpected place. And that threat was AI. Specifically, a new tool from the AI company Anthropic called Claude Code Security. The market just panicked. People thought this new AI could analyze code so well that it would make CrowdStrike's entire business model obsolete. And yeah, the stock got hammered. But here's the key thing the market didn't get at first. Anthropic's tool looks at source code before it's ever deployed. Think of it like checking the blueprints of a house for flaws before you even start building. CrowdStrike, on the other hand, works at runtime. They're the security system inside the house, watching for break-ins while you're living there. They're totally different things, two different layers of security that actually work together.
And this whole misunderstanding led to, honestly, one of the most brilliant strategic moves I've seen in a long time. Instead of fighting this new threat, CrowdStrike joined it. Anthropic launched something called Project Glasswing, a huge coalition of tech giants using their best AI to secure the world's most critical software.
And you have to see who's in this thing. This is not some small-time partnership. We're talking every single layer of the tech world. You've got the cloud giants, the chip makers, the networking guys, and boom, right there, under endpoint security, CrowdStrike. In just a few weeks, what everyone thought was an existential threat became their founding partner.
And CrowdStrike just nailed their new role with this one line. It basically explains how security is going to work in the age of AI. They said, Anthropic builds the model, CrowdStrike secures AI where it executes. It's perfect. Anthropic makes the powerful AI, but that AI has to run somewhere, on the computer, in the cloud, and CrowdStrike's job is to lock down those places.
So, okay, that's the story, the strategy. But do the numbers actually back it up? Let's dive into the financials and see.
This slide here is straight from their Q4 earnings call, and it really tells the whole story. After they navigated that crazy outage and the whole AI panic, the business didn't just get back to normal. It actually started accelerating. Let's break this down into the three numbers that really matter. First, their annual recurring revenue, or ARR, hit $5.25 billion. That's up a very solid 24%. But here's the kicker. Net new ARR, that's the brand new business they added, it grew an insane 47%, a company record. And then look at Falcon Flex, their consumption-based platform model, it just exploded, up 120%. What this tells you is that customers aren't just sticking around, they're actually spending more money and using more of their stuff.
So, what's the bull case here? What's the optimistic view? It's pretty simple. CrowdStrike is becoming an absolutely essential cybersecurity platform that you just can't rip out. The whole argument for growth really comes down to 4 things. First, their platform is super sticky. Get this, half of their customers are now using 6 or more of their products. Good luck trying to replace that. Second, the market they're in is massive and getting bigger. It's expected to more than double by 2030. Third, like we just saw, customers are buying more and more of the platform. And finally, all of this creates this massive data advantage, right? A data moat. The more data their AI gets to see, the smarter it becomes, and that just makes it harder and harder for anyone else to catch up.
But of course, there's always another side to the story. And the bear case here is all about valuation. The argument is that this company is priced for absolute perfection, with zero room for any mistakes.
And the risks are very real. First, that valuation is sky high. So any little stumble could cause a big drop in the stock. Then, you've got the constant threat of Microsoft, which loves to bundle its Defender security tools for free in their big enterprise deals. And that puts a ton of pressure on pricing. There's also this nagging fear that a future AI could just automate away the need for a big platform like CrowdStrike's. And last, 24% growth is great, but it's a lot slower than the crazy high growth rates they had when they were smaller. So has the growth peaked?
So you've got these 2 totally opposite stories, the bull case and the bear case. So what should you actually be watching for to see which way this thing is going to go?
I'd keep an eye on 3 things. First, that net new ARR number. Was last quarter just a fluke, or is this the start of a new trend of acceleration? Second, does all that crazy growth in Falcon Flex actually translate into faster overall revenue growth for the whole company? And third, will we start to see real, actual revenue from their new AI products? Not just hype, but real dollars. The answers to those questions, they're going to tell you everything you need to know.
Which brings us to the final, defining question. After surviving the biggest IT outage ever and turning a huge AI threat into a massive partnership, is CrowdStrike about to become the essential security layer for the entire AI revolution? Or is it a pre-AI giant that's about to get disrupted by the very same technology it's now racing to embrace?
So there you have it, the incredible journey of CrowdStrike, from a global meltdown to a key player at the heart of AI security. If this explainer helped you connect the dots, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Thanks so much for watching.